Stay tuned, stay locked to the prophet Kwaku on the Nubian Forum People's Talk Show.
Otep, Itepe, Ineke, J.R. Senebe. Greeting in the name of the creating force of the universe. The omnipotent being that which is greater than ourselves. Who has many names: Olodumare, Unkulukunkum, Kwame Blafoshe, Mungo, Ja, Aman Ra, Ashe. Yes, Otep. And greetings to everybody who's tuning in. Akwaba, welcome to the African Nubian Forum People's Talk Show. Live here on rock926.com. Big up Lady Blessed G. Now, cool part of your show, Lady Blessed G. My big cousin, Fat Larry, big up yourself. I never catch your show earlier today because I've been so busy today. And then we just had some little technical problems. I don't know what's happening, something in the studio and them things there. Hope and all them things there, you know what I mean? Come like Beehive did there. But I want to rise up to, first of all, beautiful show. I did love them junior English tune them you did drop. Big up yourself. You got them with things. Yeah, so Lady Blessed G, catch her black hair. Next week, look like she take over that. So you run off Stir Crazy and Smedley. Stir Crazy and Smedley, them not run them the thing again, but no watch nothing. And also must big up the management team of the rock926.com. You know your names. Big up yourself every time for giving us the opportunity to express ourselves over on the FM dial and the inter-outer net. Seen? Rise up to all those listeners who's listening on Mama Africa. Big up yourself, Sister Sesame down there in Botswana. Seen? Prophet Jabim, and I hear from you in a long time. You in the Americas and in the carriers beyond, and Europe and right here in Britain. Rise up all the silent listeners who tune in every week, tentatively. And big up to all those who contribute to the show. And I have to send a real big up out to Berjak, to be quite honest, to tell you the truth, because the man been recording the shows and putting them on the internet. You know what I mean? And I just have to thank you for that. Yeah, so rise up yourself still. And big up my sponsors. They're not, when I say they're my sponsors, in truth, they sponsor the Saturday school. Yeah, so from them sponsor the Saturday school, they must sponsor the show. Yeah, they sponsor Nubian African Community Foundation School. ADE Photographic Pictorians. You can catch them down at 48 Rye Lane, Peckham, Unit 49 to 52 Rye Lane Indoor Market, Southeast 15 5 Bravo Yankee. Yeah, and they do all type of printing. Print on anything, design leaflets, flyers, business card, invitation, wedding invitations and things like that, funeral programs, etc. And also best in the photographic business. Yeah, we document people's weddings, funerals, birthday party, dance, whatever it is. We can video, can take pictures of the highest level, beautiful albums and things like that. We all work abroad and do things. So, just check them out. If you want to more information on that company is 0207 165 5483. Or if you want to speak to somebody, you want a personal touch, then you can call 079 308 75012. And they're official sponsors as Nubian African Community Foundation School. Yeah, and you can check them out, or you can check out the website. Yeah, adephotographic-services.com. Let's go up on there and just check out, or Devon at photoandprinting.com. Check them out because they adeprinting.com. That's the website. So we've got photoandprinting.com and adeprinting.com. And the ADE stands for African Development Enterprise. And also official sponsors of Nubia is Nev's, home of the 8-panel hats, yeah, Burger Boy hats and Peaky Blinders. Catch him down there on Brixton Station Road, Friday and Saturday. Selling the best in all these type of peacats and things like that. You know, some of them like with them at them things. And other little things he does on there, but mainly the peacats. And if you, when you go to any of these businesses, you say you heard it on the Nubian Forum People's Talkshow with the Prophet Kwaku, they will give you a discount. I promise that. And also, Bambinos, yeah, babies and children's wear, yeah, from 0 to 16 in children wear, specializing in school uniform for children. These are black people businesses that I'm promoting, you know what I mean? So, you know, check them out. They're on Brixton Station Road, 31 Brixton Station Road as well. So you can, you know, buy a hat from Nevs and run over and buy some for your children in Bambinos. Tell them that you heard it from the Prophet Kwaku on the radio. And the sister that's there is a brown sister, yeah, and she'll give you a discount. So in tune to Nubian Forum People's Talk Show, live here on the rock 926.com. And you know this, you know something about it though, that I need to mention. I didn't do this last week, so I'm going to do all the mentioning now so that I can get the mentioning, because the show's not that long, it's very short. But just to highlight to the family that well, I'm gonna look for some glasses. Let me eye them no good again, you know. Yeah, that we will be having a fundraiser for our Saturday school. Yeah, we'll be having a fundraiser for our Saturday school. We are a self-funded Saturday school called Nubian African Community Foundation School. And we've been running this Saturday school for 27 years. I think it's 28 years now we're moving into. We've had a number of students that's come through and done great things and even come back to teach. And right now, the two chairs of the school now, they were students at the Saturday school before. So they gone school, college, went to university, done their degree and things like that, got their little professions, but decided that they wanted to come and give back. We teach two main subjects as mathematics and history, African history. And whenever I said to people history, they go, "Oh, what history?" You know, well, just to make people know, it's African history. Yeah, we do strictly about our position on the planet, and there's no history before the story of the traveling of Africans around the globe. And so we teach our children all these different things, and we put a little bit of segment of other people's history, because somewhere along the line we've come across them and things like that. We teach general science and moral philosophy. So we have a subject where the children talk, and we talk about the moral values of certain things, etc. And so that's what we do. And science, we do general science, and we do hieroglyphics sometimes. So Medinecha. So if you're interested in your children, coming to the Saturday school, I'll give you a number that you can call for that. Or you can go on our website. We have a website. It's nubiasaturdaySchool.org. Or you Google Nubia Saturday School, and you go down and it says Nubia. Don't go on the one that's on the bus. Yeah, although you can get through that. But you just go to the one that says Nubia Saturday School, and you can log on, you can see our website, and there's contact numbers and things like that there. Yeah, we're still in developing the website, but it's there, and you can go and check it out. But we're having this fundraiser to raise funds for the school, and just so that you are aware that none of the people that teach in Nubia charges to teach. We don't charge to teach. We never have. It's not one of our philosophies, and we don't intend to do that in the near future. I mean, if we get a school all week, which that is our prime goal in the future, then obviously, those criteria will come in. But for the 28 years that we've been doing this, no SEBA, and SEBA is a word for one of the Teachers Ancient Committee, has accepted any money for coming and giving knowledge and assisting our children in being better persons themselves. So none of the SEBAs take any payment, but we do have to pay for the building that we're in. It costs us about £150 a week to rent that building. And then we cook food. We cook a cooked meal for the children every week. So we do a vegetarian, we do a carnivore, yeah, and we cook them, and it's proper, and it's cooked on site. Yeah, so big up to Seba Natasha and Seba Siba my sister, Siba Verna. They're the ones that control the kitchen, and Siba Angela, she comes in and she assists them sometimes. So, you know, we've got a nice group of people and things like that. Always want more children to come. More children means more. We charge a fee. We charge £130 for a term, and the term is 13 weeks. So in effect, it's just £10 a week. You know, so, and we try to get, you know, want that to get that money straight in, because it helps us to pay the rent and all the rest of it. And so we're doing a fundraiser to raise funds. And it's a Nubia dinner and dance fundraiser. It's not no big ball thing, but, you know, you're going to get food and there's going to be a dance. And we got, you know, a lot of African entertainers, to be quite, from the continent. We got Stainless D, we got Scratchulous, we got Groove Master DJ, and we got Fizzy G and Uludre. And I will be hosting it alongside a sister called Doin Ola. Yeah, we'll be co-hosting the event together. Now the event is on the 20th of July. So it's enough time, and the tickets are £15. Sorry, my apology, £50 in advance. I know a lot of people might think £50 is a lot of money, and it is a lot of money when you don't have it. You understand what I'm saying? But just think of it that it's almost like you're giving a donation to the school. You're helping us to help our future. And one of the things that we like to complain as a people about what's happening with our children, with the stabbings and things like that and all the rest of it. But what we don't want to do, when we see organizations that are voluntarily trying to do things to assist our community, we don't support them. And, you know, we spend a lot of money on a lot of things, black people, you know what I mean? And we can spend a little of that money with ourselves. And so it's £50 in advance. Now, if you want more information, about the event, you can call this number. Get your pens. 077 61 62 42 01. I repeat, 077 61 62 42 01, and you can call that number. And when you call that number, you know, you can say, you know, I'd like, and you know, even if you can't make it and you say, look, I want to make a donation to the Saturday school, you can do that as well. You see what I'm saying? Or you can call this number 07986 979 801. That's 07986 979 801. And I give you one more number, 07931 238 759. Now, if you phone into those numbers and you don't get through, don't leave a message. Just send a text saying that, you know, and your number and things like that, and somebody will get back to you. So we're looking forward for you to help support what's happening for the fundraiser for Nubian. So that's in June, July the 20th, July the 20th, and it's the community centre, London Southwest 196 TF is in Wandsworth. So we give thanks for that. So we hope that you can get on board and support that, because it needs support. And I'm just going to talk about a few different stuff today. So I drink a tea, you know, a herb tea. This year is the 6th year of the African Emancipation Reparations March. And I've heard a lot of concerning comments being made about the march. I've heard comments that we're begging, running to white man and begging white man and all the rest of it. And we need to do for self. But every time we try to do for self, the people that fight us down the most is our own people. And we get it because we understand what the Ma'angamizi is. And the march is not solely for us going to the government of this country who was involved, because it doesn't matter that it's this particular government, but the government of this country was involved in the capturing and enslaving of African people. And it was sanctioned by the royal family of this country, Queen Victoria. Sign it. Seen? For John Hawkins to take a ship and go and capture Africans from the west coast of Africa and sell them to the Spanish. Because at that time the Spanish controlled Santo Domingo and they controlled Jamaica. At that point in time, because the Spanish and the French and the British and the Dutch and all the rest of them, they were all Portuguese, they were all fighting for control of the different islands in the Caribbean and things like that, yeah? And they took Africans there as slaves. And they made a lot of money out of it. You know, the wealth of Britain accelerated under that institution that they created to make money out of humans. So, we are the descendants of those humans who were captured by the Europeans. We are their descendants. We're not here in Britain because we want to be in Britain. We're in Britain because of situation, circumstances, and events in history. Now, we are a people that's always travelled throughout the centuries, throughout the millenniums. We've travelled the planet. There's evidence to prove of that. Even right here in this country, the first people to occupy the land of this country were dark-skinned people. They call him Cheddar Man now. Yeah, because he was found up in Cheddar. See? And so we know that we are people that travel, you know, the globe. But we're talking about that part in our story where we were kidnapped and brutalized in ways that you can't even put that on film. It's too gross and grotesque and it's too disturbing. And we're descendants of that. And not only did they get free labor and free resources from us within that 400-500 year period, but they abused us. They raped men, they raped women, they raped children, and they did a lot of incest as well, because a lot of these men them who were owners of Africans under their system would rape African women. Those African women would have probably daughters. The daughters would grow up and they would rape their own daughters. In fact, they would even rape their own sons in some cases. This is real things that happen. And so over that hundreds of years of that abuse, it has an effect on the people. But there were those of us who decided that, you know, that there's something that can't go on forever. And man, I forgot dead. And those things happen. There was rebellions in every single island in the Caribbean. None exempt. It's just that not all of them were successful rebellions. But there were rebellions in every one. From Haiti to Cuba to Jamaica, Barbados, St. Lucia, St. Kitts, Carriacou, Grenada, Trinidad, St. Martin, St. Vincent, the Grenadines. You know, all of these places had rebellions. Because Africans never just lay down and just take the thing. And all through those times is what's led. I'm not going to go and try and give you a full history because I need more about 10 hours to deal with that. But I just want to give you an overall. So you see an over, in, around, circumference, radius, heptagon, triangle, parallelogram stand why I do what I do, why people like myself do what we do, and why we dedicate ourselves to the total liberation of our people. Because I know there's Africans out there that think they're free. But you might have what you call autonomy. And just because you have autonomy doesn't mean you're free. It just means you're allowed to do certain things to a certain point. And so after about 250 or 270 years, the white man had perfected the slave system, the industry. And so there was Africans that was enslaved that bought their freedom, that was able to buy their freedom, that had a bit of autonomy, they were able to move around a bit and things like that, but they weren't free. And this what led to the rebellions. Because, you know, even though certain Africans who were enslaved had the ability to go from one side of the island to another side, master give them a letter and all them thing, then te, and this and that. Them still couldn't look at certain white man in them face. Them have to mind them place. So there was Africans that decided they're going to rip down that system. Or better be dead, because dead in anyway. Hence why it leads me to where we are today. Why I am able to come on the radio and communicate my opinion of how I see things, and other people agree with me and some people don't. But the reason why we march on the 1st of Messiah, the 1st of August, is because we are trying to get 100,000 signatures. Yeah? So that we can initiate an all-party parliamentary inquiry into the Maanga Mizi. Yeah, it's not a begging thing. You live in a system where this system has certain rules, right? And certain regulations. Yeah? And they tell you that you are allowed, to protest, what them say, peacefully, or whatever they want to call it, this and that. And protesting is not protesting so that people can go work and about their merry way. Because if you listen to some of these, radio presenters, like on LBC and BBC Radio London, when they're questioning, people's protesting, like the Extinction Rebellion the other day, they're saying, yeah, but what about people who want to go about their lawful business? Listen, protest is about stopping that. That's how people get noticed. You don't protest and make people just walk, go them and go and this and that. It's disturbance, but it's peaceful disturbance. Because the law says you can do that. Because according to them, the law says you have the right to voice your opinion. You understand me? As long as you're not out there mashing up people's business and tearing down and doing all them type of stuff, you are allowed to demonstrate. So you're allowed to block traffic. You're allowed to bring London to a standstill to get your point across, because the MPs and the government and all these other structures are not listening to what you got to say. So you are allowed by the law. You understand what I say? It's taken us, where we are, we're 5 years now. This is the 6th year. And we only have 3,609 signatures on the Stop the Maanga Mizi change.org petition. That's dismal, Africans. I've seen things that come long after the Stop the Maanga Mizi, and within a day they got 300,000, 2 million. What really is important to you, Africans? What really? See, because it's for me now, the way me see it, it's almost like if the white man don't tell you that's a good cause, you don't support it. Even if it has something to do with you. And this is strange. This is mind-boggling. That 6 years we can't get even 60,000 signatures, let alone 100,000. It's a crying shame. And so I think people who are apathetic, who don't want to do anything, they make statements like, well, I'm not a big white man, I'm not beg. You're begging. You don't beg. You're not begging anybody that owes you something. It's like you lend somebody something, and it's lend. You use the word lend, and them not give back, and then you start to badger them feet. Well, you beg them for what is yours? I feel your same thing. So why would you assume that you're begging? You're not begging. You're demanding. You understand what I'm saying? You're demanding what is due to you as an African. Yeah? Everybody else get their demands. Yeah? Don't make nobody come and tell you, right, that it's, that was long ago. Ain't long ago. Ain't long ago they killed Stephen Lawrence. Yeah? Ain't long ago they killed Roland Adams, Cynthia Jarrett, Cherry Gross, Mark Reagan. That's all part of the Maanga Mizi. The Kiswahili word that means the Holocaust of chattel slavery, colonialism and neo-colonialism, and the continuing of the destruction of the African family. So you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to read out the 5 aims of the march. What is our aims? And the first aim is to draw the attention to the African people's global determination to not let the British state and other perpetrators get away with the crimes of the Mangamizi, African Holocaust of chattel colonial and neo-colonial enslavement. Because up until now, they got away with it. Number 2, to raise a consciousness about the fact that all the attacks on us, be it individual or collective instances, amount to genocide and ecocide in Maangamizi continuity, necessitating reparations. Now let me explain something to you about this. Yeah? The Stop the Maangamizi campaign has been talking about genocide and ecocide long before Extinction Rebellion. 2014, we start this thing here, So anybody know much, if you don't know much, tune into Pi Ratio up on a Wednesday, 4 till 6. And then we give all the maths you need. See? But 14 and 19 is how much years? Who tell me? Who tell me? And so we've been marching. Not only for that, we've been charging them for, and we got that in legitimate legal documentations that we've written off on the handing in the petition into 10 Downing Street. And before anybody come and talk, but they're on holiday, it don't matter whether they're on holiday, get it. Because we get a response. Sometime this year the response was very late, but we get it anyway. And on that thing, we told them we charge them. They're not begging nothing. We charge them with genocide and ecocide. So Extinction Rebellion just come the other day, but what? They're a white organization. They got a lot of money people behind them. So they were able to construct and do what they want to do effectively. must I say. Because they had an industry and they had a power structure supporting them. Our third demand is to increase awareness of the necessity to stop the Maangamizi in its current form and current manifestations, such as austerity, recolonizing Africa, menticide, deaths in police custody, prison custody, psychiatric custody. All these things is part of the continuing of suppressing the African people globally. Number 4 is to demonstrate African people's strength, capacity, and determination to speak to and to challenge the establishment power with our growing grassroots power to effect and secure reparations, which is reparatory justice, on our terms. Not for them terms, our terms. And last but not least, to showcase the African people's grassroots initiatives for reparations. And so that's why we march every year. Until we get the 100,000, and also to claim the 1st of Messiah as an International Day of African Remembrance. So when we reach down Parliament Square, we normally stop on the bridge, Westminster Bridge, and we do a 3-minute silence in honor of all of our ancestors from antiquity until yesterday. And we're passionate about this because it's people with that type of mentality why we can sit on the radio and chat today. You think it was easy for black people in this country in the 16th century, in the 17th century, 14, all through that time and all them time there? A long time with that Britain, you know. And not just yesterday we coming, and not just Windrush business we company, you know. A television could show you them time there. But even the people them who come here under Windrush, them treat them with total contempt. So it's those factors that we were talking about before they happen while we demonstrate on the 1st of Messiah. So I'm telling people, yeah, that if you want to assist the 1st of Messiah, if you want to participate in the liberation, and this is for the future of your children, this is not about me and you. Anybody with my age in them 50s and them things, me not talk about uno really uno for come, but it's about what are we preparing for the future of the generations to come. What legacy are we leaving them? Because we need to prepare somewhere for our children to run to. Because if you look at it now, we don't own no area, control no area of Britain, you know. The Indian man come here, the Pakistani man come here, the Polish, the Jew man there, and all these different other groups. They come and they establish an area for them and they control that area. Businesses, shops, everything. Yeah? But we don't control nothing. We're still working for the very same people. And you know the sad thing about we're supporting the very same people them that benefited from our destruction. And in many cases we would die for them now. That is one of the sad things about the state of our people. Yet that's what we would do. We would even kill other black people. Yeah? For the descendants of those that killed us and made all heap of money off us. And still making money off us. They still rape Africa. Daily. They still steal the resources from Africa. Daily. It's a daily thing they do. Them never stop. How you think they could have run the NHS service for so much years? In England I talk about billion. Them people don't talk in me. They don't even talk in tens of millions now. They talk in billions. Where am I get all that money there from? All them resources and all them something there. Is what they've been stealing out of Africa for centuries. Hell, these people steal people country and then tell other people they can't come in. Them steal Australia, them steal Papua New Guinea, them steal Canada and various islands and then tell people say them can't come there. Because them is alien, them a foreigner. And get very passionate and angry about it. These foreigners. Yeah. You imagine the descendants of the people them that kidnap you from where you live and drop you and massacre the people them in the place that they drop you off, telling you now you can't come here. What you doing here? Go back to where you come from. Oh, you can go back to where you come from. You know where me come from? You know where you take me from? So, brothers and sisters, I say passionately to you, take the day off on the 1st of Messiah, August the 1st, and come with us. Come and you moja with us. You unify yourself with us. And even if you don't even to agree as an, come and ask the questions. Because when all is said and done, you know, the enemy don't care about whether you agree with us or not. They just know what you look like. Come with us from 9 a.m. at Windrush Square. Rally with us. And then we move off around about 12 o'clock, 12:30. And we march from Brixton, Southwest 9, to Parliament Square. We have a rally there. Then we go and hand in the petition, we come back, have a little bit more rally, and then we march back. And then we have a rally at Brixton Windrush Square, speeches, etc., etc. You're in tune to the Nubian Foreign People's Talk Show, live here on Rock 926.com, inside with the Prophet Kwaku. The live link number, if you want to send your text in, just let me know on the tune in still, you know. Yeah, it's 079. No, so what I'm told is not 9. 07538 695 245. 079 07538 695 245. I got a text here. It says, text reads, T tuned in from Wembley, cooking some dinner for my mum. Yeah, well, bless up to you, T, cooking dinner for your mother. Big up yourself, T, over there in the Wembley area. Nice to know you're picking me up all the way from Wembley, you know? You know? So that's the reason why we march anyway, and that's the reason why I got involved in the march, because I'm not one of them man there who like to, keep talking about things. We like to do. You understand what I'm saying? Too many of our people like to talk about. Oh, they hung up. You can call back again, caller. No problem. Tech caller, what's your name and where you calling from? On 172 07538 695 245. I don't know if you want to call back 172 or you just call in to say, yeah, you're tuned in. Not sure. So, this is why we spend our time over the years doing the things that we do. And if you want more information, you can go on the Stop the Mangamizi website. It's Stop the Mangamizi, all one word. Stop the and MANGAMIZI. And you can go on that website and you can read up more about what it is that we're doing and things like that. You can go on that website, just Google that, or you can go on the reparationsmarch.org. Yeah, reparationsmarch.org and see what we're doing and get involved. And we're looking for volunteers. We need stewards, security. We need people to volunteer to do certain things. You know what I mean? So if you want to volunteer, you can call this number. And if you don't get through anybody, just send a text. Don't leave a message, just send a text. And we'll get back to you. 07922 03546. 07922 You're in tune to Nubian from People's Circle Live here on the rock926.com. And while I'm talking about reparations encapsulates repatriation. And I've been involved in a project called the Garveytown Project. And that project was initiated about some 15 years ago. I can't even believe it is that long ago now. And we acquired quite a substantial amount of land in Ghana. And our attempts were to get other members of the African community to come along and invest in helping us to create a town by Africans for Africans. That means all the businesses there, is Africans run it, all the property is there, Africans own it, and it's just strictly an African environment. And we've been speaking to African people here in Britain for a number of years. And yes, some people has come along and, you know, we've had a few people that made their little donations and we give thanks for that. Because, you know... Otep Cooler, what's your name and where you're calling from?
Quico?
Yes.
Yes, man. One thing I don't like about the march is that all the rest of the community and the Islam kind of walk to their own community.
Oh, your phone is cutting in and out, beloved, and you didn't give me a name, and you never tell me where you're calling. Yeah, you didn't give me a name, you didn't tell me where you're calling from, so I don't know.
Oh, sorry. My name is Michael from Camberwell.
Oh, yes, Michael, go on.
Yeah, as I said, one thing I don't like about the march is like when the rest of us and the Muslim and other communities don't walk mixing with the crowd, like.
You mean they don't mix with the crowd?
No, they're sticking their own little community, like when as they're walking down, they're kind of mix up, like.
Oh, you're saying no, but I think what you're talking about a bit. See, because we have to be very careful when we make certain statements. I think I know what you're talking about. We do have a Nation of Islam that help us with the march, and Nation of Islam is involved in the march.
Okay.
The Nation from they have different sections because you got a South London branch, and then you got a branch from over West London. You understand me? We work with the West London branch, and they're
that's Lee Mohammed, isn't it?
Leo Mohammed and then Monday. Cleared all them Monday. And then Monday has been intricate in working with us and supporting us, you know what I mean? We work together, they're actually part of it. The South London branch is not actually a part of the organising of the march. They were, so what you find, they just walk separately and things like that, you know?
Okay.
And but I mean, you know, I don't really have an issue with that.
Sorry,
really.
I'm sorry. I'll be going this year too. So, I mean,
well, give thanks. Did you sign the petition, King?
No, I didn't sign it, man. How can I sign it now? Is it too late to sign it?
No. It's not. This is. I think. This is maybe we're not explaining ourselves properly. You can sign
online,
that. Maybe? You can sign that petition 24/7 right up upon the day and after the day. So you can go online. Yeah. If you
just put this minute, you
get a pen. Or you want to hang up and then I say it over the radio so it's easier for you. Which one?
Yes, that'd be yes.
I'll do that and I'll read that.
Like don't say it straight away because give me something to get a pen, you know. Okay.
Yeah, all right then. I'm gonna repeat it throughout the show anyway, so don't worry about that.
Yeah. All right.
But give thanks, Michael. Yeah. Ancestor blessings. Yeah, give thanks, my brother. Yeah, that was brother Michael from over there in the Camberwell area. Yeah. If you got a pen now, you can go on there's two ways that you can sign the petition and two ways that you can get to the petition. You can get to the petition if you go on reparationsmarch.org. Yeah? Reparations spell R for Roger, E for Echo, P for Papa, A for Alpha, R for Roger, A for Alpha, T for Tango, I for India, O for October, N for November, S for Sierra, march.org, and then there's a link to the Stop the Maangamizi website. Or you can go straight to the Stop the Maangamizi website. Yeah, Stop the Maangamizi. So it's stop, and then it's the word the. It's all one word, and then it's M for mother, A for Africa, N for Nigeria, G for Guatemala, E for Alpha, M for Mozambique, I for India, Z for Zimbabwe, E for India, yeah, .com. Yeah, stopthemangamizi.com. And you can go and you can sign online. It's now 3,609 signatures. So if you sign it now, I expect to say 3,600. I want to say 3,700. And if we go up there, go sign it, man. I think also some people are scared of signing because they think the authorities are supporting them people there. Because a lot of our people think like that, they get frightened. That the authorities are going to come down on them and things like that. The thing about it is a price you got to pay for freedom. Somebody had to get mashed up so that we could be free here today. So you need to understand that. Yeah? Some people them suffered, went jail, kind of something. So that we could have a little autonomy, a little freedom today. So, we just have to talk the truth. And the truth will get in trouble sometime. And get your vex up and things like that. But, it's just the nature of it. Yeah, you understand? Yeah, so, I'm just saying to people that, you just got to... OTEP caller, what's your name and where you're calling from?
Hello, I'm not going to stay too long. I'm just going to be as short as I can.
OTEP,
and I'm going to go.
How are you?
Yeah. I'm fine. Just not a good weekend. But anyway, what I'm saying is that I've said this. I've signed the Stop the Mangamizi petition, and I'm having updates, but it's not really good updates. But what I'm aware of what's Indonesia doing to Papua New Guinea. I'm aware of what is happening in London and all this violent music that's coming out to degrade your people, to degrade your community. I'm aware of what has happened to another brother on another community station, which I'm not going to go on to, and I'm very raged about people just attacking and a big attack on your community. So what I said on another community station was you need to get your reparations as fast as they can, because in 2 years' time, the Agenda 13 will doom everything that you will know of today. You'll get your things raided all the time. They come raid you and this to you and that to you and this to you, and then you would not have no things there. So until they start to lock down all of what's happening with Agenda 13, as you know, and I told you about it, must get your reparations as fast as I can. That's all I'm going to say. Bye, peace, and I'm out. And please look at Article 13 and 11, because that's the terror that's going to come on in 2020. 2021, the year, and that's going to come, and you're going to be, So peace. I'm out. All right, I'm gone. Bye.
Yeah, give thanks, Berjak, for that. I'm actually humbled by that man, that he's not an African, he's a Turk, and he just feels passionate about justice, I would say. I have issues with his people, because, they did certain things to our people. And, there's no denying that. And, not because he's a supporter of the show, I'm going to change how I feel about that. But you just have to speak truth when it comes. And it's surprising that we don't feel so passionate about our own suffering. Or is it that we think we're not? Anyway, we just, you see, we're just a messed up people, to be quite honest. You see, the real war is not for the lands, it's for the minds of the people. You control the minds of the people, you control everything else. And that's what's happening with us, with the people that who's bleaching, the people that who's trying to destroy how they look, and all the rest of it. It's all mind control. And we have to be very, very careful. We have to start thinking outside of the box. But as I was saying before Berjak called up, we got this project that we're doing in Africa. And the project is a community project. It's not an individual project. It's not a Kwaku project. Yeah? It's not a Garadina project. That's why we called it the Garvey Town Project. And it saddens me to say, to tell you the truth, that we found it hard to get people from here to be involved in the project, to sign up to it, to, you get the odd person say, yeah, they want to do it. But what we needed about a good 30 people that wanted to come and build at the same time, that wanted to invest at the same time. And that way now, we could have get things moving. But you had the odd person here and the odd person there, and then you had some people that they went over to visit, and they went and they looked at it, saw where the land was and this and that. And I don't know if they were expecting to go over there and see big old building and all them things there. But we ain't got that kind of money. We're not millionaires. We're just ordinary African people, descendants of the kidnapped people, them, who parents come here and, bring us up here and them thing, them. We just work and we just know something for them. We're just trying. So I don't understand when people say to me, the project can get on. Well, you not help it. You expect it to get on? If you not help. If you're not helping it to happen, how do you expect it to happen? And for years I've been going African Liberation Day every year. I chat to people down there and these different African things and blah, blah, blah. And not a kwati. From even any Pan-Africanist organizations in Britain. But last year, the ending part of last year, the beginning of this year, a group of Africans from America, the United States, heard about Garvey Town. They want to build a university in dedication to Marcus Garvey. So they were down in Ghana looking for land. They went to Fiancra. We knew that they discovered that was a nonsense. And these are African Americans, and African Americans run Fiancra. That's a whole nother story. Anyway, they heard about Garvey Town. Funny enough, a taxi man, they were in a minibus going to look on something, and the taxi man overheard them speaking. And when he heard them talking about Garvey and he said, have you been to Garvey Town? And so he took them up there. And they met our brother. And immediately, about 50 of them sign up. They pay their sign up fee, register themselves and everything, go get them what is something there, the CRB and them thing there, because we need a CRB, because we're not on a pedophile and them people amongst we and thing, and 25 of them put on in deposits of them one bill, and now things are moving. And to think we've been talking to African people in Britain for so long and nobody. Them go there, but they're going to do their own thing. And what that opened my eyes to was how much we are messed up in our head as African people. Even those of us who think we're conscious, we put on all the garms or claim that they're African this and they're African that, even them in a feed them head mess up. Because true African culture that's not affected by invaders and things like that, nobody owns land. You can't own the land. Because one, we know we're going to die. And so there's a saying, especially in the part where, the western part there, that the land belongs to those who are yet to come. You are what you call custodians of the land. If you make sure the land are right and it's good, because there's people coming behind you. You're going to use the land for the time that you're here, then you're going dead, and then other people. And that's the cycle of life. And the Native Americans had that kind of philosophy as well. And so the natives in Australia, etc. It's only the European man really, You see behaving them man there with them land is for them, man. Them put price on land and all them things there and rate it there. Because they know that to control land is power. Because they control all the resources and the things that come out of the earth. And so we've been doing that project for X amount of time. And now we've got brothers and sisters from the continent who's willing to come and invest. And I'm saying to you, you can invest. You can invest in Garvey Town as well. You can invest, because look, I see people, look, right now, I lost my house in 2014, August the 7th. My house got repossessed. I lost everything. My money, everything, gone. That's a whole nother story. Would have mad enough people. And for me to buy a property here again, I would have to win the jackpot on the lottery. You understand what I'm saying to you? So I'm down to renting a room. Again. But I'm living. I'm alright. These things happen. And they happen for reasons. Not happy about it. But we're not sad. Because there's a whole heap of things that, comes and go. And nothing you have in this life, you're taking it with you. Nothing. Not even the body that houses your soul. Not even that you take with you. And so it's about what we can do for those who are coming behind us. How can we help them to be successful and survive in the terrain that they live? And if they feel at some point in their life they can't take it no more, where can they run to? What have we prepared for them? So all these other groups are in Africa, stealing Africa from under our nose. Because the lifestyle that all these European countries live, who claim that there's some first civilization. They Johnny come lately civilization. We are the first civilized people that they came and destroyed and decimated with their warmonger self. Yeah? We were the first to do cataract operations. We were the first to do cesarean operation. Hell, the first European man to do a cesarean operation was a Scottish doctor. And he learned it from the Africans in Africa. And that was in 1800 and something. You understand what I'm saying to you? And we were performing open stomach surgery on women in terms of cesarean while they were awake. That's not no lie. So we were the first in a lot of things. Even under the enslavement that they had us, captured us and things like that, we were the first. many of the inventions that are attributed to European men were actually inventions of the Africans that they had enslaved. But because the Africans had no rights under their system, the master would patent that invention. These are real life issues and situations. Not something I'm making up, it's just a fact. So we have the potential of African people to rise to greatness again. And history shows you that whenever we came into contact with other people when we travel, we never kill off the culture, we never murder people and mash them up and put them in our chains and all them something there. No, we contributed to the elevation. We taught them about bathing, washing them skin, cleaning themselves, cut them toenail and something there, clean out the matter in them eye corner, and the wax in them ears. So when you look on the African today, we are born survivors. We can survive under any circumstances. But done with the surviving, we need to thrive. That's what we need now. We need to thrive. So if you're interested in any of these things, you're interested in the project, email me. maduti@yahoo.co.uk. M for mother, U for Uganda, D for Dogon, U for Uganda, T for Tanzania, Y for Yasantawa, at yahoo.co.uk. You're in tune to Nubian Forum People's Talk Show live here on rock926.com. The number is 07538 695 245. Remember that we have that fundraiser for the Saturday school. Yeah, we got the fundraiser for the Saturday school. So if you're interested in the fundraiser for the Saturday school, yeah, remember the numbers I gave you. We're having a Nubia dinner and dance. It's £50 for the tickets. It's on the 20th of July, and it's from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. We would like your support. Yeah? Contact 0776 162 4201. Yeah? Now, if you want to make a donation to our Saturday school, you can do that. Yeah? We have a nationwide account, Nubia African Community Foundation School, and our sort code is 070093, and our account number is 7 threes, that's 3 7 times, and then number 4. Yeah. So if you want to make a donation to our school, you can do it that way. So, being in this society and living a certain lifestyle can confuse you. And right now, in the society that we're living in, I think in this moment in time, there's a political upheaval in Britain. And the status quo seems to be moving. And people are experiencing things that they thought disappeared. And I'm looking on the computer now, And it's still 3,609 signatures. So nobody ain't signed it. Yeah? It's still 3,609 signatures. Yeah? So, I see nobody sign it. Yeah, I think it says signatures, so it's fine. Yeah? So 309 signatures. And that's it. See, because you see the thing about it is this, to show the slave mentality of a people, you just have to look, yeah, at how they behave towards things that is supposed to benefit them and only them. So, for example, the Saturday school that we run it for us, by us, only for us. Because I'm not going to give up my time on a flipping Saturday for free to go and teach and other groups of people that in the society they're doing better than we are collectively. Maybe not individually, because individually there's a lot of Africans in this country that do very well. Africans from the Caribbean, Africans from the continent, and Africans that were born here do quite well under this society individually. But I'm talking collectively as a community. How well are we really doing? I think that one of our concentrations really is that I think we like being entertained. We've got this thing about entertainment. And me being an entertainer myself, that's rich coming from me. But I think we're consumed with entertainment. I watch it with my children. I was having an argument with my son, today about it. You know what I mean? Just up at the phone and them thing and my granddaughter. I was cussing them off. I said, come on, we don't know about phone business around me and a damn phone. And them something there. But when you look at what they're looking at, it's all about consuming. They're consumed with, looking good, especially girls. Them. I mean, you see when you're walking out on the road, yeah, everybody's got the phone up in the air and they might look on, the selfie business, and you watch all these little young girls and they protect themselves and the long look of flipping ugly looking ear and them something there, and they think they look pretty, and they're putting all these kind of pictures, these kind of seductive pictures of themselves on what they call a chat snap and all them something there, and hashtag me don't know what them I talk about. You understand me? Them's all about something there, and it's all about consuming and vanity. Nothing is about trying to help. That's why, in a sense, I looked at this Extinction Rebellion thing, and I watched it, and this thing was about saving the planet. Now, whether I believe the media in terms of how the planet is, will be extinct in X amount of years or nothing. I personally don't believe that, but that's me. But the fact that people were willing to get arrested so that the planet could be safe for future generations, just that concept alone, I was quite, taken back by it. I was quite honored that they were fighting for me, in a sense. Because I live on a planet, and my children live on a planet, and my children's children will live on a planet, because this is the only planet we know about. Now, I know there might be other planets, other creatures in other solar system and things like that, but me not meet none yet. Now, those Earth we know about is just Earth and death. We don't know nothing else. So I was very impressed by them in that context, that people cared about the planet. It would be nice if they cared that much about African people when we're dealing with reparations. Because I don't see that same kind of enthusiasm to assist Africans getting justification for reparatory justice. How is it that we've been here longer than the Indians and we don't control the area? How is that? I'm always amazed by that, that we don't control an area where we live. Anyway. That always intrigues me. So, when I come on this station here to talk, I come to try and elevate the minds of our people. Because it's your minds I'm after. I'm not after your money. I'm not after your wealth. I'm after your mind. I want you to assist in the development of your people. I start saying, oh, well, what about, because when people hear me talk, they say, yeah, but what about white people? And I say, well, what about them? You can't say them fine. You can't say them do all right. What about you? And your children, them? What about them? What about them? What are you doing to leave a legacy for them? You're in tune to Nubian Informed People's Talkshow live here on the Rock 926.com or 87.8 on the FM dial. Before I go any further, I like to say this every week. Top caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Could you just hold on, please, caller? I just want to say this, that all statements made by me are the opinion of the Prophet. It's got nothing to do with the rock926.com. They've just given me the space to air my personal views. Top caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, greetings. My name's Kwame.
Yes, Kwame. To say.
Boko, no way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you see, the mind control of our people is very, very deep, right? There's even a project called Project Mind Control, and that's what they've used to control the minds of our people to an extent that people don't know that they've been programmed, and that's how powerful this mind control is. And this is why people don't care about their own suffering, because they've been programmed to believe that, their suffering is nothing, and then other people's suffering is greater than their own. So this is why you see black people or African people, right, on the, don't close the school march, or poll tax march, or unison march, or climate change march, yeah? But these very black people who go on these marches, right, they will never come to a protest march. Why? Because they've been programmed to pay themselves, and they're programmed to believe that they're lesser than worth, right? So I'm not surprised that they've only got 4,000 signatures, whatever, yeah? I'm not surprised whereby people do not feel it within themselves to come to a reparation march, right? Look at next week, bank holiday, right? Look how many of our community going to dance. That even the station that you want to rock. Look how many look how many dances they promote, right? But next weekend, our people will rather spend their money with the enemy, with the devil, right? At these dances.
www.therock926.com.
So we'll rather spend our money there, right? Get pissed, get drunk, right? Then go eat some crap food, right? Rather do that, right? Than rather go on the repression march. So it tells you, right, how our people's minds have been programmed to such an extent that they don't even appreciate their own suffering, and they understand that they're in a struggle, and why they need to actually participate in something like the repression march.
Well, I would say in defense of the station that devastation, isn't it? So people just check them for put on ads for them. It's the promoters them that is putting on the dances, not the station. You understand what I'm saying? So it's the promoters them that put on the dances. And
Yeah, but I understand that,
beloved. One second.
Mm-hmm.
And those promoters, they're entrepreneurs. You know, it's not only dance they're doing. They could contribute to helping to develop Saturday schools or homework clubs or, you know, anything that the march, you know, or anything to, because if those DJs who go on, you know, because I've been hearing on the station that, you know, the station is an award winning. I don't know which award we win, but me say we win an award and all them things. That so for the station to win an award, they must be doing something good. You know what I mean? But even those DJs who are playing on the stations, they can they've got a lot of following, you know, these individual DJs. You know?
Yeah.
You know, and they themselves could promote things, but they don't. So you can't. I mean, you know, the people them put on a station, they give you an opportunity to promote yourself and promote whatever you're doing. It's what you decide to do with it. You understand what I'm saying to you? You know, this is a once a year thing, the march, you know, the 1st of August. And, you know, the station is behind us. They say, Kwaku, just give us the ad. We run it all the time. No problem. You know, there's other stations that won't do that. And reparations is about all of us as African people. Whether we want to accept it or not, whatever they're into or whatever, reparations, for we're all affected by the Maangamizi. We've all affected by it. There's those of us who come straight from the continent. They're going to turn around and tell you, say, boy, they weren't slaves. Yeah, but you were colonized by the people that enslaved us, that took us from there. They still control your countries till today. So we're all affected one way or another as African people, globally. And this is a global movement. Don't think that reparations, you know, the reparation march is just some little small piece of the big international social movement for African reparations, you know, the ISMA. It's a global thing, this, you know. This is going on in the Netherlands. This is going on we got people from the Netherlands, Africans from the Netherlands that come over here to march. Africans from Namibia that fly in for the march. From Europe and from different parts of the world. So it's a global thing. This ain't just here. We got it going on in other countries where people are demonstrating on the same day in solidarity. So I don't know, one day thing. You see me I deal with Kwame? I do like him cut off.
Yeah, man. So I understand everything that you're saying, man. You know, and you know, like I say, you know, we become very selfish. You mentioned something about, you know, about how, particularly some of our young girls, you know, it's all consumer. You know, young people, it's about consumerism. That's what it is, man. We've been programmed, mind controlled to think about to be consumers. That's all. You know, I mean, the latest trainers, latest car, latest clothes, whatever.
Yeah, and let me tell you from now, it's not cheap. They don't want cheap trainers. You can't go and show them little cheap trainers. They want trainers for £150. They don't work. They want trainers for £150.
Yeah,
you know how long it takes some people to earn £150? Some people have to work 2 days to earn that.
You know what I mean?
And we're talking 12-hour shifts.
You know what I mean?
There's no 8-hour shift in England again. It don't exist. You know what I mean? You know how long it take me for earn £150? It's job with me though. Yeah? You know how long it take me for earn £150 and for us to geek with the smarty for go one something for, we are go walk on floor with. A floor you walk with it pan, you know. Dirty floor. Just so that it looks good. That's it. But that's where our minds are at, my brother. That's where we've been consumed. They just got us soft and got our children soft in that. It's a constant fight with me and my youth them. I tell you, the last one now, she don't really too, she nice, but she don't really, you know, which she know and think mommy girl, she kind of cool. She don't really too, you know, see it. But the other two 13-year-old, them, and my grandpicking them, oh, God Almighty. You can't. If you bring them something and if it's a Adidas anything, they say, yeah, but is it a fake one?
Oh my God.
So you can't just bring them the ordinary things, you know. Them want real deal. But them no work. But they consume that, and you imagine that's coming from, you know, a man like me, innit? So if they can get to my youth them like that, imagine the people them who's not even like me.
Exactly.
How dare
exactly.
you is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, TK?
Yeah, man. And that's why I'm glad that I never had my children born and bred here, man. Because they will go the same way, man. I don't care what you try and do to people.
Nah, man, because the popular culture is strong, Kwame.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, man.
powerful.
Yeah.
Remember, you know, as your children from in your home, yeah? From in your home, you know, you have to ask your youth them what do I watch, man? Cause I saw me saying, it's what you look on your phone. What is it? And my son getting vexed with me. I don't business if you're vexed. I want to know what you're doing on the phone because I have to monitor everything that's going on.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
because
man.
I know how these people can subliminally program, young people to do things.
Yeah, and even, right, what a lot of our parents don't understand is that, you know, when they give a child, right, even young child, this is 4 or 5 year old, right, when they allow the child, right, to see these cartoons, right, these cartoons are some of the most demonic, satanic, paganistic things, right, that our children can never watch, right, because these cartoons, whether you know it or not, whether you like it or not, I'm telling you, right, you know, because even a psychologist will tell you, right, these things are mind control. These cartoons, they mind control the child. So the local mannerisms that they show these cartoons, right, how to get Mardy, how to be this, how to be that, how to manipulate mom and dad. The cartoons tell the people in them how to do it, right? And this is such a, and these are some of the subliminal. For me, it's only subliminal because I studied the white man for the last 25 years. So for me, it's only subliminal. It is direct, overt programming to make our children think some way that their parents can't relate to them. You know what I mean? And now you see these things by young girls, like you said they're wrong. All our young girls care about anything but looking African.
Listen.
All
our young girl them is caring about is looking pretty.
Well, why?
The other day,
I don't know pretty.
No, that's it. That's all them think about. They think about if they put on the long hair and the fake hair and the far side. Like, the other day, me say my granddaughter put on makeup. I said, what you do with makeup? She goes, oh no, you know. I said, listen, you're pretty already. You don't need that to be pretty. Yeah, the minute you have to do that now, what you saying? You're not comfortable with how you look. You know what I say? Me say you have color, you know, so you don't need makeup because you have color. People who don't know color need makeup. Forget color. Yeah, you ever saw me say? But they don't get it. See, they think that you're attacking them, but they don't realize because you know I've known people that wear makeup when from we were little youth, and they have to keep wearing it now because it damages your skin.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so you know this whole consumer thing that's going on with our children. I mean, constant battle with that. Was it a student of mine? He runs a chess club. You know, it's called Mind Over Body Chess Club. And there's a branch here and there's a branch in Birmingham. Him and his brethren run it. And every year, you know, Birmingham and London they have a competition. So Saturday was that competition. So we went up from London up to Birmingham, you know, and obviously we won. London won for the first time. Yeah, because normally we don't go in Birmingham and beat them, but we brought them up in them yard. Yeah, but it was good, you know. And we was on the train with the young people, them and things like that. And some of them said, I said, listen, nobody ain't having no phone on here. You know, put down the phone because you need to talk. You know. You got your friend and you dep on one phone, them dep on one phone and all them things. I mean, want to know where everybody look pan them phone. Me say if I no chest you not look pan, you know, turn off the phone. That me tell them. You understand what I say? Yeah? That me tell them. And so we went out there and all them thing then. So my daughter said to me, oh daddy, you know, on my birthday, can you get me that? Let me look on the trainers. I said, how much for that trainers there? But it wasn't that, you know, because you see, it's the way she said it. It's 150.
You know what I mean?
No, like it was nothing.
Yeah.
No, I remember I'm going to reveal a story. Yeah, about me when we was a boy. When I was, funny enough, I think I was about that age. I was slightly older. I think I was 15. Never forget it. There used to be a CNA in Brixton. and seeing they used to sell some nice little coats and things like that. I remember my brethren of mine went in there one day. We saw these coats, yeah. There was a suede hoodie. It was suede and it was hoodie and it was like a lot of winter coat, but it was nice. There was a blue one and there was a kind of like rust color one. And I like the rust color one and he liked the blue one. So, so how you gonna get it? It was only £25, you know. So he goes, yeah, I'm gonna ask my mum. And there was me. By the end of the week, him off the court. It took me 3 weeks.
Yeah, man.
It took me. Listen to what I'm saying to you, Kwame. This is not no lie. It took me 3 weeks. Seen? To muster the courage to even ask.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I remember when I asked my mum, she said, how much for going to go there? You think me have money for go buy £25 coat? Boom. But she could have turned to me and point to her trainers and tell me, oh, but it's for her birthday. Look, I love you dearly. And I love the fact that you're born and you're healthy. But I said, I'm not buying you no £150 trainers. It ain't happening.
You know what I mean?
I give you pocket money a week time. You want that you save half of that money there. If you save half of that money there, me match it. But me not go. I'm not buying £150 trainers for myself.
You know what I mean?
Because I understand that it's a brainwashing thing. Yeah? Because all of those things are either made in Taiwan, Korea, or Vietnam, or China. And the people in that country is not making no money from that. It ain't costing them, what, £15 to make that trainers.
No.
Yeah? I did that some Pumas German, you know.
Yeah, of course it is.
But if you're looking at your Adidas trainers, now look what it make.
Yeah.
Yeah? Puma.
In China, India, Pakistan.
Yeah. With the other one again, Nike.
Yeah, Nike.
I think it's Greek or something like, or American or something
Nike,
like that. Wait, mate.
Nike, Reebok, yeah, Nike, Reebok.
Wait, mate.
Adidas, Puma, Fila, yeah.
You see, so the battle, as I said earlier in the show, is for the minds of our people.
Yeah, it sure is, man. The mind. Because,
you know what I'm saying? Like, we need to create our own style, our own fashion. Let somebody buy into... I'll never forget, you know, you would know this, I think, Kwame. Years ago, I think in the 90s, there was a group of brothers in the United States.
That FEB, you in it?
Yeah, for us, by us, FUBU.
Yeah.
And they created FUBU, and all the black people them was buying the FUBU. They were buying the FUBU because it was black people. And the Jews them bought out the company. Yeah. Offered them money that they couldn't refuse. It was a lot of money they offered them. And they bought it. And when they bought it, said, oh, you can't trade as that no more. What happened to FUBU? Dead.
Yeah.
They just buy it and just shelve it. Because what it was competing with Nike, Adidas, and all the big boys.
Yeah.
So they just buy them out. It's a bit like the football. Football, when they see, you hear now that they want to buy certain players from certain teams. Sometimes they buy the player and they just put them on the bench, so that player can't play against them to beat them. I see that happen with Torres with Liverpool once, when Chelsea bought Torres and they bench him. You know what I'm saying to you? So these things here, our children. You are the trendsetters. This is what you don't seem to in, around, circumference, radius, heptagon, triangle, parallelogram stand. That you are the trendsetters. If you don't buy it, don't sell. But what happened is, the people that who's selling is got them in this thing to think that, yeah, what I've got, you need it. You don't need it. They need to sell it to you.
Exactly, man.
Are you the money them need, you know? If you don't buy their things, it ain't worth nothing. It's like things. If people just stop buying houses, you watch how quick the housing market sink. If they stop going and get these big old mortgage and things like that, the housing market will drop in a day. The mass of people do not understand the power that they wield.
They don't, man. And in particular, us as a community, man. Apparently, the spending power of African people of African heritage in this country It's something like £250 million. Yeah?
No, it's more than that.
Right, okay, right.
It's more than that. It's nearly 2 billion. The African...
No, sorry. £250 billion, sorry. £250 billion.
Yeah.
That's the research I have. Our standing power in the UK is £250 billion. Sorry, £250 billion.
Yeah, imagine that. We're £250 billion spending power.
Yeah.
We don't own an area. We don't control nowhere.
Nothing, man.
Nothing. You see, even the rave scene that we created the rave.
Yeah,
we create rave, you know.
Yeah. Like Noble Soul. You think the Noble Soul parties in the 60s? That's us.
We created all of this, and now what happened? What happened now? We don't own no. We ain't got no club. They locked down all our clubs because they want us to come to them when we want to do a funeral or when we want to do a wedding or anything like that. When an event, who we have to go to? We have to go to the people that we just come here the other day and rent their venues. You're telling me we're in this country for so long and we don't have a venue that we can own, that we can rent out to our own people. This is part of the Mangamizi.
Of course.
This is it.
Of course. And this is why like, it's important that on August the 1st we turn out in huge numbers, man. Not 1,000, not 2,000. We turn out in huge numbers, man, to show a demonstration of force, to show a demonstration of purpose, to show a demonstration of intent, to show a demonstration of unity, man. Because this Mangamizi is for real, man.
And to show that we're still here.
Of course, and to show that, you may think that you've got your foot on our neck, but we're still breathing, and we're going to get your foot up our neck. You understand what I'm saying, man? So, this thing about our people, to me, is very, very sad. You said something that was profound earlier on. That a lot of us, I think you said something, you said the adjective or a verb. That I can't quite remember. We're messed up. You're damn right we're messed up. We're so messed up because this mind control program is programming. This virus that is deep within our psyche that we don't even know we've been programmed by, and that all we care about is the next rave, the next girl, the next dance, the next trainers that come out, the next iPhone that want to come out. You know what I mean? We're so shallow. Our minds are so based within in shallow, man, that I don't know if we're ever gonna, recover from where we are now. Because
you see, the thing is, brother Kwame, I'm a man that talk true as best I can.
Yeah, man.
And it's not just our people who are consumed with this thing. Yeah, it's not just our people. Because I watch the move of all people. And even the Europeans, even the Asian them too.
Yeah.
Everybody is caught up with consumerism. Yeah? Now my phone mash up. I need to get another phone, right? And the phone mash up. And it's the phone mash up now. My brethren, my young friend, give me theme phone. And the screen, but he said, look, Quake, if you fix the screen and thing, you can have the phone. So I got the screen fixed and all the rest of it. And I got this phone. So now my youth, them look upon and say, yeah, daddy, you got, but me don't know the phone. It's just a phone. So is a Galaxy, was it Note 8 or something like that? But when you look on the phone them now, they got no 8, 9. Them have 9, then them have 9 plus, then them have 9 Note and 8 and 8 Note and 10 and now them have 10 plus and
you know what, right?
Hold a minute, and then you iPhone 10 and them leg of the 10 on iPhone high. Now the thing, what they don't realize, I always remember a technological person told me this once, and I've said it before, that any technology that you see come out now, the army had it 20 to 25 years earlier.
Yeah.
And they have it first, and it takes 25 years to release it to the population. So that iPhone I or whatever you think about it, that thing them, and then what he said to me, when they make a product, they make it to the highest spec of that product, yeah. And then what they do, they strip it down into layers, yeah. And then they will send the basic one out as a new one, and then they come with 1, 2, 3, 4, and etc. etc. That's how they do it. And what our people don't realize, they've been caught up in this thing. What is a phone? It's there to call. All right, then you can email on your phone, and You know, there's things that you can do on the phone. And don't get me wrong, you know, I'm not against technology, you know. Yeah? I'm not against it. But what I'm saying to our people and our young people is that the things that you see now is not for your time. Your time don't come yet. Your time is yet to come. When you start after work and pay your own bills, that's your time. Whilst you're living with mommy and daddy, yeah, and them thing there, it's mommy and daddy's time because they got to pay your bills as well as their bloody own bills.
Yeah.
So what you got to do is sit down and learn whatever it is you need to learn to advance yourself. I was telling my son the other day, I was saying to listen, rude boy, I was telling all of them, my grandchild, them, and so listen, let me tell you something from now, you know. Yeah? You don't just need, because good is not good enough for you in this country. Good is good for white people, because this is their country. Satisfactory is all right for them, but it ain't for you.
No, man.
Because this is where you live. Yeah? You have to be more than 10 times better than them. And that's just a fact. Yeah? Because you're in the man yard. So you got to prove in that yard there, say, well, why? Me can do that job there better than your one, you know. And, you know, you be better bet for bank pan me. But if you can come and you have average mark and them have average mark, who you feel them going to go with?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Who you feel them going to choose?
Yeah, that's why people need to, particularly when they go for interviews, you have to do better than the white boy. Because if you're borderline with the white boy, you can take the white boy for you, man. Of course. You've got to do better. You've got to do better than the white boy. You got to show that, boy, this person is somebody I feel you say, boy, we can take a chance on. Until you reach a stage now where you can do your own thing. Because I'm not talking to our children for them to just go and work for people. But you got to work for somebody before you can work for yourself. Exactly, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying to you? You got to get experience in them things there.
Of course, yeah.
You understand? Is that I tell my daughter plays violin. All of a sudden, she's been playing violin since she was about 6. All of a sudden, she know how to play the violin again. So I tell her, go and go play the violin. Yeah? And penny the violin because you know way that, you know, it's a different thing and put your own energy in it.
Yeah, because look at my guy, not in the man, Shoku Kanemason, man. Look at that. You get me? You know what I mean? You know,
but you have to practice.
Yeah, man.
You understand? And you know, it's hard for those of us who are, you know, inverted commas, so-called conscious, because we're having to all constantly fight even with our own children.
Yeah, man.
You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
Like when you to the Saturday school, you know, this UA, you know, he has the potential to have a brilliant mind, you know. Yeah, but he's easily distracted.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And his mom homeschools him and things like that. But he can't focus on anything. You understand me? And I'm constantly have to talk to him and show him certain things, you know. And then we discover that he don't want people to know that he's smart. You know what I'm saying to you? Yeah?
Because somehow we've been programmed to think that being smart is stupid. You know, if or you're a nerd. Who told you that be smart is only for white people or for Asian kids, right? Go to Ghana, right, and see young people like my children, that are brainy, and if they're to come here, right, they'll wipe themselves from any up to the Cambridge eating person. Our young people are brilliant, man. Right?
Listen,
our young people here, right,
with the limited facilities that children have in Africa, they're doing great things.
Of course,
you know what I'm saying? Like that, who went into the that dump, the car dump, yeah, and mash up things and made an helicopter, from a book. Nobody not teach him, you know, him just know for read. And now they got him there into some designing things and all the rest of it. So, you know, I even said that to children, them, you know. I said, listen, you lot get too much here. You get too much. You got too much, and you don't realize what you have. And I don't think they should appreciate of it. I think they should just know, say, I've got an opportunity, and I need to just take it. You understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah, they need to just study hard, right? Because you're in enemy territories that you don't realize. You think them are your friend? You think that they business whether you pass your exams or not. They don't care because they're still gonna get paid tomorrow.
Of course, man.
That's what I told people, invest in Nubia. Listen, look, I've got 5 minutes left, Kwame. If you want to say something, say it in the last minute. Go on, your time.
Yeah, so basically, I'm just going to say something to right, that encourage the children, man, because the children are the future, man. Encourage the children to study, to learn, right, get what they can from society, but more important, let them be producers, not consumers. Program your children, encourage your children to become producers, not consumers. And finally, August the 1st, come out in force, stopthemangamedia.com, reparationsmarch.org, familiarize yourself with the aims and objectives, and come out in force, and let's show these people that we are a people to be reckoned with. Give thanks.
Give thanks. You're in tune to Nubian from People's Talkshow, live here on the rock 926.com. I will take one more call before I wrap the show up. It's 4 minutes to the hours of 7 p.m. And you're in tune to Nubian from People's Talkshow, live here on the rock 926.com, 87.8 FM every Sunday. Catch me right here, the Prophet Kwaku, speaking to you about various things. I'm having a moan basically today, and I wanted to have a moan, you know, on a lighter level. Why is it whenever you're late to go somewhere and you're driving or you jump on the bus, you ever been late to go somewhere and you jump on the bus and the bus driver just decide to take him time, and then all of a sudden just stop at the bus stop and now move? Or you're driving down the road and you always get these people, they always appear in front of you to slow you down. And it's 20 miles an hour you're doing, them know they might do 5. It's just a little petty. I just wanted to complain about that, you know. I think I've got some texts here I haven't bloody read out, you know. Sorry. Let me read out these texts. I'll read out the texts. Some of the bloody texts, I ain't read them out. 1 second. People are not willing to die or be arrested because of the houses prices have gone up. They will not get a job again, and when they come out of prison, they will be out on the street and to do crime, which then they will be back in prison. Yeah. Text reads. It's a bit of a long text. Brilliant. Kwaku. My name is spelled with a K, yeah? Not a Q. That's how people spell it with a Q. But it's spelled with a K, yeah? Kwaku. I went on the first march, etc. We need to wake up for the future of our children, or we'll walk back into slavery again. I think we've walked back in slavery already. Warning, African people, as Kwaku says, please participate for the survival of your and in all that it takes, etc. This is war against us across this planet. Put up on our defenses and prepare for the battle. And that was 035. And one more section's coming. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, well, it's been an interesting show. I spoke quite a bit. And I just want to thank everybody that participated in the show. I want to thank the engineers for keeping the station on. I want to thank the other radio presenters, and I want to thank the silent listeners and the texters and the couple of people that called in today. Yeah, you've been in tune to the Nubian Forum People's Talk Show, live here on the rock 926.com, inside with the Prophet Kwaku. I'll be back here in the future with you. You know, I just want to say, you know, don't make them tear us apart, brothers and sisters. You know, don't make them tear us apart, because that's what they want to do. They're trying to destroy us.
Your favorite presenter will be back after these few words.